We're going live. We're going live. We're going live. It says we are live. All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Roundtable with the Stream Team. I was listening to the Iron List podcast this morning, so I almost did the ramble from that one on accident. So, how's everybody doing? We're doing a little year in review with our fellow Stream Team members, just to kind of see how things were going for the past year, what we're anticipating for next year. It's going to be a nice and easy one. I appreciate everybody for stopping in. Sorry for starting late. I had some problems connecting the stream to allow us to begin. So we have MJ here today. How are you, MJ?
Doing good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Hanging in there. Had a crazy day at work, but I'm happy that everything is kind of smoothed over, and I'm here tonight with everybody. So Lboogie, how are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Just still getting over this cold.
Yeah. When you told me last week that you're like, I can't come. I'm sick. I'm just like, no, L.
I know. My voice was like so much worse, and yeah, it wouldn't have been good.
You apparently got my cold through the internet. I'm sorry.
I feel like everybody is getting this cold. Like, even people in Seattle are sick right now.
Mm-hmm.
My boss in New York said he was sick. It's crazy.
It's probably going around right now. It's that time of year.
Yeah, it's that time of year. Everyone travels.
Yep.
And they take their sickness from city to city.
Yep. And me working at an airport is not pretty. So it's like everyone is just there. So it's just like a disease. Yeah. I don't even want to go in the terminals to work.
Patient zero. You know what's crazy to think about is that if there was ever an outbreak, you're getting it first.
Oh, thanks for the reminder. I greatly appreciate it. I'm gonna walk around with one of those masks like they do in was in China or Japan?
China, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they do it for smog reasons, not for actual disease
that
reasons.
Is why they do it.
What's going on, Double TJ? How are you doing? Slayer, how you doing? Sorry for the little lateness, like I was saying. We're happy we're going on. We're going on here. So yes, L and MJ. So how have things been with you for this year with your gaming and your with your streaming lives and your like gaming lives. MJ, why don't you go ahead and start us off?
So for the beginning of the year, it started out pretty strong, and then after that, it started to go kind of downhill because of school, and I didn't really have time to play anything.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I'm on break, I've been playing a lot and catching up on games that I've been like wanting to play.
Excellent. I want to get into the games, but I just wanted to hear like how you kind of like progress throughout the year. So when you ended up like getting to like school, like you just focused on school, or did you like kind of like squeeze in games while you were going, or was it kind of like just like an up and down, or?
It depended on the time. Like, sometimes it'd be like, oh, I really do want to play games, but I didn't really have time to stream because I'd have to like set everything up.
Yeah.
And like, if I were to play, it'd be like having somebody over and playing on the big screen in the lobby of my dorm hall.
Yeah.
Like 6 TVs.
Were you calling people out? You'd be like, "Hey, let's play," and then you just like wreck them, like it was like playing pool, like you're like a
no.
pool shark.
No. We were playing BioShock together because BioShock is my favorite game.
Oh, very interesting. That there's a rumor that there's another one coming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent. So, L, how about you? How was the beginning of the year for you? How was your progress?
I don't even know like if I made a goal or anything. I've just been enjoying streaming, trying to get a little better each week and whatnot. And I just looked, and I'm only 25 away from 1,000 followers on Mixer. So I mean, I just try to do my little giveaways, give back to the community that supports me and whatnot, and seems to be working out.
Excellent. Are you doing the Gleam giveaways and stuff like that?
Yeah.
And the GWG podcast, and weren't you ladies?
Yes, we are doing a giveaway. So we're doing a giveaway for a $60 gift card for Christmas. So basically, somebody can get a game for Christmas from us, from the Grown Woman Gaming Podcast, if no one else was getting them something.
Oh, that's excellent. When you get a sec, just drop that link in chat so
Okay.
whoever's here, make sure that you
Sounds
you
good.
go in there and you go in on that. That's
Right?
great. It's fantastic, and it's a good thing. It's great that you are giving back for that, because it's, I feel that that's one of the best feelings when you have those followers that are, in your channels, or the subs or embers in your case. Like, you can end up giving them the
Right.
the love back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like I'm for me personally, I'm able to buy my games, you know. So if people donate to me, I like to be able to give it right back out, you know.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. That's a big thing in my heart. I appreciate it. So, and I know that others do too. So you really didn't have any goals this year that you kind of were like, I want to hit this amount of people, I want to do this XYZ, but you kind of felt that like you wanted to make sure that you were streaming more, you were playing games
Yeah, more
more.
consistently to have like a schedule, like so many people were telling me to do, and just be more consistent. So that's pretty much what I've tried to do.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. And do you feel like you achieved that for most of the year? I should say, not mid-year, but most of
Yeah,
the year.
most of the year, you know, obviously I moved and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I think that for the most part, I've tried to implement that and been pretty successful. And I've, you know, you find, you know, we have people that are on Twitter and stuff like that that follow us, regular people. But I'm starting to get some newcomers coming in, especially with playing Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
Destiny, and stuff like that. I think people are, you know, always like to see a female that can play a little bit. You know, I'm not like
You
the
mean
best, but I
whoop
can
some
hold my
hiney?
own.
You could whoop some hiney
All right.
in Crucible.
Yeah, I was like popping off the last time I played Crucible.
Oh, I remember you were going after Cognito part in the beginning of the year. I remember that post.
Yeah, yeah, because he was like in. It was crazy. Like we were playing, and then I saw he was like in our match, and I'm like, "Is this our Lord Cognito? Like, is this the same guy or somebody different?" But yeah, it was him.
It was
So then
him.
I was trying to kill him the entire game.
You had your objective. It was like, kill
Right.
Cognito. We
Yeah.
must get him.
Forget what the game is telling me. I don't need to cap anything. Let's just kill him.
Objectives. Who needs
Right.
objectives? My objective is him. That's
Yep.
fantastic. That's great. I love it. Love it. Yeah, for me it was I wanted to kind of do a couple of different things. I wanted to make sure that I had merchandise. I wanted to make sure I wanted to give bless you. I wanted to make sure that I was giving back to my community, and I wanted to produce like a set schedule and sit with it as much as I could. And those were like the three things I kind of wanted to do, and it was for the most part it was very difficult in the beginning, because it takes a little bit of time to kind of get used to it. But by the by March, right before we went to PAX East, I was able to get some basic merch out, and then by mid-year, I ended up getting a bunch of merch out, a bunch of shirts, hats, things like that, and then I'm doing another small wave the end of this year, because I feel like doing merch, you kind of have to have it geared towards what you're playing. And like in the beginning of the year, I was playing one game. In the middle of the year, I was playing another game. In the end of the year, I've been playing another game. So it's kind of like, it's kind of had to flow. And then I was able to keep my set schedule for probably like 90% of the year, except for when I was in, I'm here. But other than that, it's been pretty good. And I think it's been pretty nice to see the growth. Like I always say, I stream there before I come here to make sure everything is kind of running smooth. And like I had about 9 or 10 people in in my chat, which is like a big growth from the beginning of the year, because because it was pretty low at the beginning of the year, because it's like the holiday season, and then I got a little bit of of it from Division, and then it kind of went down because of Warcraft, and then it's going back up now again for Tarkov. So it's kind of like these weird flows, and it's been working out pretty good for me. So so L, what games have you been playing this year that kind of like you've enjoyed, and what you've been streaming, and what you're liking for this past year?
So probably my game of the year has to be Star Wars.
I agree.
It was just really good, right?
It was fantastic. It's a great game.
Yeah.
I think MJ, didn't you say you started playing it also this past week?
Yeah, I started it the day it came out, except I didn't really have a lot of time to play. I played like the first mission, and I just started playing it today, and I'm actually loving it.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. So what else? Al?
I really liked Call of Duty as well.
Yeah,
Um, the story just like really got to me because it's really, I guess, accurate as far as how it is for military, and the stories I've heard from my guy friends that were in theater.
mm-hmm.
Um, so I loved how they did that, and then Destiny, it's like a love-hate relationship.
Yeah,
But so that's like my ongoing game of the year, I guess I would say.
yeah.
Um, what are indies that I played this year? Well, there's one game I'm playing it right now, and it's pretty cool. What is this? Lonely Mountains Downhill. I saw it on Game Pass.
What is it? What is it about? I'm not.
So it's like where you're like BMX riding down like a hill, like a mountain, right?
Right.
And you gotta like steer a certain way. It's not. I know it sounds easy, but it's not easy at all.
Mm-hmm.
If you think about those games where, like, remember those phone games where you could accelerate really fast, but then you would like fall all weird.
Yeah.
So it kind of reminds you of something similar to that. And then I was telling MJ about a few games in Game Pass. And Outer Worlds. I never finished Outer Worlds. Overcooked 2. I love playing that with the kiddo. And it's super hard. Like, it's not easy at all. I don't know if you guys ever.
I love that game. I love that. Overcooked is one of those games that's good. I'm sorry, MJ.
You said what, MJ?
Overcooked screwed up my achievement score.
Why is that?
I beat the first level and it gave me an achievement that was worth 1 point. So now it's never even.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love games that do that. Disappointing games, I guess I would have to say it was Jump Force. I was kind of upset about that. I thought it was gonna be better.
I agree with you. I was looking forward to a really, really good fighting game this year, and I felt like there was like Jump Force was going to be it because they have so much potential because it's anime and you can literally do anything you want.
And it seemed like right.
And it
seemed super cool.
And it kind of fell on its face.
And then you're gonna be mad at me, but The Division disappointed me.
I was very happy with it for probably 6 months after it came out, and I played it every day and I loved it, and then it was just it kind of fell with a heavy heart for me because it's always like one of my favorite games that I want to play and I want to always play it, and I made a really good great group of friends with that game, and the amount of content that they gave, it's pretty sad. And they did this change to all the gear this past patch, and I thought it was going to be great, and I was going to be like, yeah, this is going to revitalize the game, yeah, and it didn't really do that much. And then they added hardcore, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great, hardcore. And then I was like, I'm not going to ever do this because if my character dies, I'm going to be so pissed off because there's so many little bugs in this game, like not being able to heal or not dropping your revive hive. I was like, I'm probably never going to do that. And then they talked about doing like the next raid, and then they pushed it to next year, which I can understand. But then they also stated in the last state of the game that they're going to end up revamping the whole entire talent system. And I'm like, I'm not going to grind now and then have to grind again before the raid comes out, because who knows when the raid comes out. So I'm a little disappointed with the longevity progress. I can understand why they're doing it, but at the same time, it's like you had this great game and then you shot your you didn't learn from Breakpoint Wildlands. That was terrible.
Yes.
And
Yes.
Breakpoint Wildlands pretty much is the same game as the Division, just like one-shot kills. So why are you gonna end up like putting this game out that's literally against the same game? Like it's the same thing as Division, and it's just then they did it again, and I was just like, then the whole entire game was a flop, and I'm just shaking my head, going, you should really cut your losses here, and go back to the Division, where all these people could be doing a lot better, and you could have had the raid done. You could have had survival placed in Division, which everyone wants, and you could have made this game thrive just like Destiny has. And I'm so angry and bitter about it, as you can tell.
I mean, you have a right to be, though. Like, we've kind of like really invested in those games, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know. I guess, one of the other huge flops of this year would be Anthem. Like,
Yeah.
it's fucking $5.
Oh yeah. It's I can't even.
The game's trash.
You know what? The game isn't trash. That's the worst part about it.
Yeah.
The problem is
The
that
game
the game
has so much potential, and it's just like,
exactly. It falls flat on its face because they didn't have the backing or the content to continue, just like Division. And it was like you had so much you could do. And I know Kaibatsu is huge on it and can't wait for it and loves it, but it's just like, ugh. Like I'm so sad thinking about it, because I want to like it and I want to play it, and it'll almost never
Putting out a
happen.
free update.
I'm sorry?
They're putting out like something to make the game better for free.
Well, they put the storms in.
Yeah.
The Cataclysm storms, but like even the Cataclysm storms, if you watched the cuts from like what they said was going to be in E3 and what it is now, it's like the difference is, it looks like walking through a hurricane is essentially what the video in E3 looked like, and then if you look like it now, it looks like a dusting. Like you get a little wind and like a little bit of rain, but it's not.
I mean, they've obviously taken the big players off of the game.
Obviously.
The story didn't make sense to me.
I'm sorry?
That story in Anthem, like I played through the entire thing, it didn't make any sense to me.
The story had a very fluid story, and it had I even though it was short, I thought it was a pretty decent story, but I felt like they could have done a lot more in the end. Now they just have like legendaries dropping like it's nothing.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I see it.
I wasn't happy with their microtransactions either. Like, I don't care like if it's cosmetics. That's for me to decide if I want to spend my money on cosmetics. But they weren't even good cosmetics.
Right.
Like, it charged me $10 for green. Like, no special shit. It's just green.
Yeah. So it was sad. It's sad. What did
and then like one of your favorite characters ran out of dialogue in like 4 missions.
Yeah. Which one?
The girl at the market.
Oh,
she's the voice in Last Man on Earth and a bunch of other cartoons and stuff. But
right. I totally missed that.
She had like crazy stories, and then like she was done like super quick, and then she was like one of the most interesting characters there.
So sad. Was there anything? Is there anything else?
No, I'll go ahead and let MJ go because I've done a lot of talking.
MJ, what about you? Was there anything this year that you kind of was disappointed with? What you enjoyed?
So, Death Stranding.
So, what is that? A disappointed or happy?
You see it?
Oh, you got the baby? You bought the baby?
Mm-hmm. Yep. So with Death Stranding, I'm like 2 hours into the game. It's a little slow. I know somebody who worked on the game.
Yeah.
So I mean, so far it's not horrible. I mean, it is a little slow, but I like it. I know
Right.
some people in ILP are not a huge fan of it.
Yeah. Some all.
Yeah.
All the above.
Also, I've been playing a little bit of a Pokemon Sword.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm like 2 hours in. It's pretty fun.
Yeah.
Borderlands I beat this year. I thought it was pretty good. Not my favorite. I still love 2. I picked up some games on Black Friday.
Did you think Borderlands 2 is better than 3?
I think so.
Really interesting.
The story. I like the gameplay of 3, but the story of 2.
Mm-hmm.
I love. I started playing BioShock because I've never played that series. First one was amazing. The second one, I'm like halfway through right now. It's a pretty hard game, but I love it. Super Mario Maker 2. Played a little bit of that. I haven't had too much time.
Mm-hmm.
I picked up Super Monkey Ball on Black Friday. It was like $30. It's pretty damn hard. That's all I gotta say. There's some times where I just want to like throw the controller because of how mad I get.
There's been times when playing Star Wars Fallen Order, I want to toss my controller.
I was playing Man of Medan. I beat it in a day. I was playing it with a buddy because once you buy it, you get a buddy pass.
Yeah.
So me and my buddy were playing this yesterday. I should have streamed it.
You should have.
It's a pretty scary game. You would have loved it because of how scared I was getting. All these jump scares.
Yeah. That's when I think jump scares, I think MJ.
Yep. Another game I picked up was Plants vs. Zombies. There was not a lot about this. I think it just randomly dropped.
Which Plants vs. Zombies? It's been around forever.
Not a lot of people know about it.
It's like a battle royal?
Yeah. It's not a battle royale. It has like a campaign. It's like Garden Warfare if you've ever played any of those.
Oh, okay.
I picked up Breakpoint because it was on sale for $20.
I can't believe it's on sale for $20. It's only been out for like 2 months.
Yeah, Best Buy had it for $20.
Oh my god! It didn't come out in October, beginning of October.
Yep. And then on Black Friday, I also picked up Overwatch for the Switch.
Okay. Have you played it yet on Switch?
I like it. Some people don't like it, but I like it because on campus I have Wi-Fi all over the campus, so I mean, pretty much I play Overwatch anywhere.
Oh,
that's the way I look at it.
That works out pretty nicely.
And then, of course, Fallen Order.
So, what was I gonna say? The really nice part about having the Switch and having those abilities to travel with your games, it's perfect. And them being able to do that with Overwatch, it kind of just adds to more of the growth of the Overwatch franchise, and then them adding Overwatch 2, which is pretty much like a glorified map pack. It's going to be really nice to see over the next year how the game is going to grow. What do you think was like a bad game this year that you kind of like were looking at, or your most unhappy game that you were playing?
When did Just Cause 4 come out?
I don't know.
Was that this year? Was that last year? That game was garbage. Trying to think. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of time to play.
Yeah.
So I wasn't necessarily disappointed so much because I haven't really played a lot.
Yeah. So you were more just happy that you actually had some time to play because you've had such issues.
Anthem.
That's it. Anthem was your unhappy game for the year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotcha. So for myself, I mean, you guys probably hit all the same check boxes as me this past year for games, because like all I really did was, like I was saying before, was I played Division, World of Warcraft, and Escape from Tarkov on PC, and Those games pretty much have been keeping me going. I played Anthem at the beginning of the year also. I was trying to do that also, and it seemed like Anthem was a flop. Division was good in the beginning, and then a flop, and then Warcraft, the game had a really good large group of people playing it, but it was considered a flop in World of Warcraft's eyes. So it was kind of like almost like I was stumbling all year for a good content for a game. And then I ended up I've been playing Escape from Tarkov, and it is one of the best realistic shooters I've encountered. I think it's very realistic, and it's probably something that I'm going to be playing for a while, which is nice. But it's good. It's a good game, good quality game. But I mean, like you were saying, I was very disappointed in Division. Like you heard my rant, and Anthem. I mean, I wish they could have done more. It's kind of sad. I wanted to get some more Destiny time in this year, and it's just and I knew I wasn't going to be able to, so I never picked it up. And the same thing with Borderlands 3. Like, everyone was playing it, and it looks really, really good, and I love those first-person shooter vibes, and I was like, there's no way I'm going to have time for it. But, and there was some indie games mixed in, like Flotsam and other games that developers wanted us to play on the channel, which I thought was good.
Forgot to add Destiny. I played a little bit of that over the summer, or actually, I should say a lot.
A lot of it over the summer.
Yep.
Well, getting yourself all prepped and ready. I remember that.
I haven't played Destiny in a long, long time now.
Mm-hmm.
School, I kind of stopped because
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Yeah. So Elle, what are you kind of excited for next year?
Of course, Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
And what else is there? There was this game by Ubi, and I haven't really heard them talk too much about it anymore.
Are you talking about
But it
the
was-
one where they're like skating around, or are you talking about Watch Dogs?
The rollerblades.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the one with the girl and the monkey guy, and they're in space. They got
Oh.
spaceships. It was already a game apparently.
Yeah, there's the first version of it. I'm blanking on the name. Yeah, I think because of all of the the trips and falls they've had this past year, a lot of those games have been put on backlog. A lot of them, because
Yeah.
they're supposed to come up with Watch Dogs Legions. They pushed that back to next year. They
Right.
They
I was
pushed.
looking forward to that too.
Yeah, I was really looking forward to that, and it was good. Beyond Good and Evil. Thank you, Jonathan B.
Yep.
Thank you
There we
very
go.
much. Beyond Good and Evil. That was the original. What was the name of the new one? Or no, Beyond Good and Evil is the next one, and Good and Evil was the first one. I think that's what it was. But yeah, that was one game that I was looking forward to. Also, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. What was the other one? I really like Ubi games. They just keep fucking up. I don't know what the hell.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know. Now I'm looking forward to see like what's gonna happen with the Xbox Series X, and what they're gonna bring to the table as far as launch games.
Yeah.
So this E3 is gonna be crazy. Are you gonna try to get out here
I don't know.
or get out there?
I don't know. It all depends upon timing, vacation, things like that, money. I have a lot of factors for me because it isn't cheap, but I'm
Right.
definitely gonna. I'm thinking about it. But you want to laugh? I figure you'll
Yeah.
appreciate this because of your Xbox love. You know what the new Xbox looks like to me, and every single time I see it, I think of it.
What?
In The Sims, they have computers.
Oh yeah.
And there's square boxes, and they look exactly like that. And I laugh every time I see it. I'm thinking that they took that right from The Sims, like Sims 4.
Well, people were like upset with the fact that it looks like a tower, which then people were like, "Oh, well, it looks like a real tower," but you can tell that it's not.
It looks like a
um,
square. It looks more like a square, like a not a square, a
Rectangle.
rectangle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It like a PC, and they're from PCs. Like, so I
Yeah.
don't know. It's not far of a stretch for me, but
Yeah. But I think that they might have done that because of heat.
yes. I mean, like, yeah, I
Hmm.
know that that's why they did that because it would get way too hot.
Yep.
I mean, it's just why many PCs that you see now they're in the same shape.
Yep.
You know,
Hmm.
because how else are you going to be able to get something that small with that much power? You
Yep.
know,
Exactly. I agree. I agree. Are you going to be a first adapter to it? Are you going to put your pre-order in?
of course.
Oh, good. Good. Good.
Yeah, I saw GameStop is already taking pre-orders, but they have it as
Already?
Scarlet, and I'm like, okay, well,
You
that'll
rookies,
be
update your
interesting.
info, buddy. That's what you
Yeah.
tell them. Update your info. Oh, is there anything else you're looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to PS5 too. Actually, I want
Yeah.
to know what they're gonna do. Like, what are you gonna do? You know, what's your answer?
Did they? Because I've been a little out of the loop because I've been really busy with real life stuff going on. Is there anything going on with what is it called with that PS5? Did they actually launch the picture of what it looks like?
I don't believe so. I saw that there was that one rumor, which it does look like something they would make, but
Yeah, it's because
I'm
every
not
single
sure.
I keep looking at the Twitter feed and I'm just like, is that really what they're gonna end up doing with it? Is that not what they're gonna like? I get confused. But I
Right.
get easily confused sometimes. So with some of the stuff coming on Twitter, like which is false and which is real, because it's just so much information being thrown at you from three different directions. You're like, which is real, which is not.
Mm-hmm.
So excellent. Is there any games that you're kind of intrigued about for PS5 or no? Or you really don't know?
It's funny because I'm looking forward to The Last of Us too,
Right.
and I've heard like my whole thing was I was gonna wait to play it on the PS5
Right.
because typically they have like a definitive edition, but I've heard that they're not gonna do that, and that
Ooh.
possibly they'll just put it on PC instead.
That was something I was going to bring up. The whole entire rumor of everything from PlayStation going to PC. I
Mm-hmm.
am ecstatic because
Right?
I'm like I want to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I want to play Spider-Man. I want to play Last of Us. I want to play all these amazing PlayStation games, but I don't want to
You don't want to
buy a
buy it, yeah.
PlayStation because I'm not going to like I don't want to my time frame of playing games consists of Monday to Friday from 7 to 10. That is my time
Mm-hmm.
frame of when I can play my games for the most part. So I have to be selective and I'm not going to buy a console and I probably won't buy an Xbox this gen because like I don't have time. Like I literally bought an Xbox and I haven't even really touched it. Like
Well,
barely
and
touched it.
you're soon not gonna have to, you know, like
Exactly.
with crossplay and stuff. That's what I was gonna say too. With Call of Duty, I was super happy with the crossplay capabilities. I mean, the game is not without its issues, but
Right.
crossplay is a game changer.
Yes, it is. It's going to be great. Tiger King actually is leaving you a message, L, in chat. Do you want to read that out?
Yeah. Let's see. Click on this. Just stop by to say have a great Steam. Maybe stream. Happy holidays, happy new year, and Lboogie 0208 and women of GWG are awesome. Wishing everyone great things in 2020. Take care. Thank you, Tiger King. He's won a couple of contests from us.
Oh, very nice. And thanks for stopping by, and
Yeah, thank
thanks
you.
for giving us the love and the support. We appreciate you doing that for us.
Right?
Yeah. So, well, if you have any, do you have anything else you were gonna say?
No, I don't think so.
No, MJ. What about you, man? What about next year for you? Are you looking forward to anything next year?
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Doom.
And what was the other one you said?
Yeah.
We could barely understand you.
Doom Eternal.
Doom Eternal.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Oh,
And I played a little bit of Watch Dogs at E3.
yeah.
It was okay.
Yeah. Just be careful what you say. You might be under NDA with that. I don't know. I don't know how much NDA you're under for Watch Dogs because I know Ubisoft makes you like NDA up the yin yang.
Yeah.
But yeah, is there So you're looking forward to playing Watch Dogs next year, Cyberpunk and Doom Eternal. Is there anything
Yeah.
else you kind of saw that you kind of piqued your interest?
Minecraft Dungeons.
What are they doing with that? Are they just adding dungeons to the Minecraft universe?
Yeah, it's like a single player game now.
Single player. It's online.
Oh,
so
really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds
Even
interesting.
Sea of Thieves, I heard they got a single player game in there now.
Ooh, well, you're the person that I watch. I love watching you play Sea of Thieves. It's always interesting when Ellis plays Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, I need to play more. Hopefully,
Yeah,
I can get a crew together.
you get a
Yeah, I can play with you actually.
we could designate. We could do it before the show if we wanted to.
Right?
We could do it. We can do it. I'll do it. I'll
right.
put it on PC.
All right.
Sounds good. So is there anything else you're thinking about, MJ?
Nope.
Nope. No. Next year for me, I'm actually looking forward to like a couple of different stuff. I'm looking forward to seeing what Division 2 is going to do to kind of revitalize the game. I've been keeping an eye on that as always because I'm a huge Division 2 fan. I'm looking forward to seeing what Destiny's doing and Warframe has been doing because they've been adding a lot of new content into those two games. Also, so I've been keeping an eye on them and seeing what's happening. So that stuff's going to be real interesting, I think. Cyberpunk, I want to play it, but I don't know how long it's going to be, and I don't know if I'm going to have the time to designate to it.
Well, it's gonna be like The Witcher, dude.
Yeah, that's what I had a feeling. I had a feeling it's going to be like The Witcher. Oh, by the way, Witcher doesn't come out tomorrow
Oh, on Netflix.
on Netflix.
You know, I gotta watch the last episode of Watchmen tonight.
Yeah, yep. I think Witcher comes out tomorrow, and then Star Wars comes out on Wednesday. The Mandalorian comes out Wednesday. Then
I
episode
didn't
9.
like the last episode. Did you?
No, I have not watched it. I'm still trying to catch up
Okay.
with my pops. Still trying to do that. So yeah, that's coming out, and then you got Star Wars coming out this week, and then the last episode of The Mandalorian also is coming out. Yeah. So, what is it called? And then, but like Cyberpunk, I'm kind of excited to see. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with BioShock. There's been rumors of a new game coming out, so I'm kind of excited to see that. Kind of excited also to see what they're gonna end up doing with World of Warcraft. How they're gonna try to pull that out of the dumpster fire that it is, that nobody loves because they got that new game coming out this week. Not this week. I'm sorry. Next year. So they're saying like right before summertime. Probably we're gonna end up seeing that. So there's a couple of PC games. I'm probably gonna be sticking mostly with Escape from Tarkov for a little bit, just because it's got my teeth in it and it's so good. I can't stop wanting to play it. But yeah, I mean that's all I really am looking forward to. Like I said, I'm probably not going to pick up the Xbox or the PlayStation 5. I might try to go to E3 if time and money allows it, and definitely going to PAX East next year too. So yeah, that's all from me. Is there anything else you guys are kind of interested in for next upcoming year?
Nope.
No. Elle, you good?
Yeah, I mean, besides what I've already said, yeah.
Yeah. How are you guys planning on improving your streams or doing anything with that?
I want to like get more animations going.
Like pop-ups in the middle of your stream, like if someone says something in chat, something happens.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do more of that. Do some more interactive stuff, and try to play more of a variety, I guess.
Well, you prefer to be more of a variety streamer.
Yeah, I like to play whatever. Like,
Yeah, whatever makes you happy.
yeah.
Yeah. What about you, MJ?
So for me, maybe start streaming again.
Yeah. You think school's gonna be able to allow you to do it?
I don't know. Next semester classes are going to be a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah. Well, hopefully, you're able to make it more for the podcast next year.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
should be able to.
because we love your input and your
Mhm.
your insight, if you will. I'm sorry. I think I cut you off. Were you gonna say anything else before?
No, you didn't cut me off.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't like doing that. I apologize.
You're fine.
So for me next year, I'm just looking to make it more of a for my streams, at least to make them more interactive, so people are able to come back and want to say hello, want to do things. I'm gonna try to do a little bit more in-game giveaways for games I'm playing. Um, that's what I think I'm gonna try to aim towards. That's because I want to give back to the people that are watching. So, and I want to finish, making a nice little merch corner so if people want to support the stream and they kind of like what they see, what's happening, like, excuse me, like we have a couple of the things that I have that I have like my logo, and I have a couple of the characters and things like that, and I'm trying to do that type of stuff. So that's and trying to keep with my schedule, because the schedule has been working actually pretty nicely. I've just been seeing continuous growth for the past 6 months, which is nice, which has been good. So that's my aim. All right. Well, if there's nothing else going on, I think why don't we do our outros? MJ, do you want to start?
You can find me on Mixer at Beat10. You can find me on Twitch at MJ is a Boss. Same thing with Twitter, MJ is a Boss. And Snapchat is Beat10.
The Snapchat King
I hit
coming to you
400,000
in
Snapchat.
4,000 Snapchats.
No, 400,000.
400,000?
Yeah.
You are out of your mind, man.
I've had it for 5 years, dude.
So we're next year. I'm gonna give you a plan for Roundtable, so you can take care of some more of our marketing stuff. I'm giving it to you, giving you responsibilities, as Cog would say. So yes, and L, what about you? L, are you still there?
Oh, my bad. Thought you could hear me.
No,
I was saying you can find me Lboogie0208 on Twitter and on Mixer. And yeah, I'm pretty much doing afternoon, evening streams. I should get more consistent after my mom goes home. And yeah.
Yes, and please, if you are listening to this, make sure you go to those channels. Make sure you give L a follow. She wants to hit that goal of 1,000 followers by the end of the year. Is that what you were looking for?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, sure. I didn't think I was gonna get this close.
Yes, so please follow her. Please support her. We love our L.
Yay!
And it is me, Snaldo, SnalYdo. I am on Twitter. I am on Twitch. I am on Discord. I am on all those fun things. So, yes, please make sure you follow and everything there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions or anything, by all means, hit me up. This is where we're gonna be taking a break now from now until January 6th. We actually have our guests all squared away and ready for then. So we're gonna be trying to refine what the podcast is for us, and we're gonna be ending up. Excuse me. We're gonna end up making sure stuff is all good while we're on break. We're gonna make sure we rejuvenate ourselves with some holiday stuff. I will actually be on ILP this week with the guys on Sunday. If you still want to hear me jibber jabber about random stuff, and the guys are gonna be there. Like I always say, Wednesday we're gonna be going up on iTunes. So go ahead over there and you can listen to us there, Spotify, all those fun things. Follow us on Twitter. It's Table Stream, so you can hear when we're going to go live, so that you can see us and know what our next guest is going to be. We pretty much just post who the guest is going to be, if anything's going on, and communications for some other podcasts there. So yes, and YouTube, we should be good very shortly after that once we're done here. And thank you very much. If you have any questions or for our guests, please email roundtablestreamteam@gmail.com. Iron Lords podcast is Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern. I think this is our last week at that time, and then after that we're going to be going to our later time frame. So check us out on Wow. I just totally fumbled my mouth. lordsofgaming.net, where we have a lot of our gaming news and things like that. Please go check us out. They're a great group of guys there. And remember, everyone, to dream big and keep gaming. Thank you very much for a fantastic half a year, everybody, for coming, following us, hanging out, talking with us in chat. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. My chat actually has broke, so I don't know if anyone has said anything since Tiger King, but thank you all for being there, and thank you for hitting those like buttons for us. And we will see everybody on January 6th. I think that's the Monday. So thanks again, everybody, and have a fantastic holiday, and Happy New Year to everyone. All right, bye, everybody.